Wow, okay, I'm stopping now. Look like such a loser. Hello, I am Els, aka The Witch, and welcome back to my channel. Today, what I wanted to do is talk about my favorite games of all time. Yeah, basically, my favorite games of all time. For my top games, I have a definitive top three. They are, and will not be moved, the top three games of all time, in my opinion. Obviously, everyone's entitled to their own. I think there's space for like three more, but I'll probably just end up reeling off some classic games. So let's get into it without further ado. Boom. Drum roll. I can't even do a drum roll. Drum roll. Anyway, my coming in third in my top three games of all time is Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I've said it before in my intro vid, and I'll say it again. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, my top three game of all time. Just the way they did it, it was a massive world. They had the three that was Los Santos, the other one that was meant to be like San Francisco, and then the one at the top, which was meant to be like Vegas. However, it's gone. I'll put the information when I edit the video, to be frank. I hadn't played Grand Theft Auto before this game. I played catch up, so afterwards I then went and played Vice City, Grand Theft Auto 3, Liberty City, which I actually didn't like. And then obviously I got Grand Theft Auto 5 on my Xbox. I love the fact that it was set in the 90s. I love the music from that era. Before then, the only driving games I'd really played were Driver. Brilliant game, actually. Driver on the PlayStation 1. I think it was Driver 2 on the PlayStation 1 that I had. And then Driver 3, which I absolutely loved, because in Driver 3, you start in this house in Miami, and you're in a glass house. And I was like, right, that's the house I'm having when I'm older then. One day, I will have a glass house in Miami. Coming in at number 2 is... I'll probably just put a sound effect, to be honest, because that is the worst drum roll I've ever heard in my life. Number 2 game of all time on the Nintendo 64, Zelda and the Ocarina of Time. Yes. What a storyline. Oh my god. I hear the ocarina. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, basically I know all the songs. Just something about strategy games and the storylines of games that you it's like a free world, but obviously there's a storyline to it. When Link was a little child and he was so small, and you had Epona the horse. All I wanted to do was catch her. I played Epona's song. Story time. When I was at boarding school and I was in year 7 here, which is the first year of high school, I was stuck. It was just after you changed to Adult Link and you have to go to the Forest Temple or whatever. And at the end, you have to fight Ganondorf, the boss, and he's jumping out of paintings and shooting. You have to shoot arrows at him, and you can stun him, and you have to try and hit him. Anyway, I was stuck for so long. So long. If I hadn't completed this boss, or just general levels on games, by the Sunday night, I would have to wait until Saturday, the next weekend, to play the game again, because obviously I didn't have a console at boarding school. And I had a dream one night. In the dream, I was playing Zelda, and I figured it out. I figured out in my dream how to complete that one level. So I woke up, obviously in a really bad mood, because I'm waking up, thinking, yep, I cracked it, I know how to do it. Then realizing, I have to wait 5 days before I can actually do that. Anyway, when I went home on the Saturday, the first thing I did, jump on the Nintendo 64, completed it in one round, smashed it. I actually started playing again, I think it was last year. I cheated and I followed a walkthrough. The Song of Storms. Do-do-do, do-do-do. Banger, absolute banger. So we have come to the moment, and I'm going to get emotional because this is honestly my favorite game of all time. Of all time. Of all time. Say it 3 times, spin around, and Final Fantasy VII will appear behind you in the mirror. The greatest game of all time. Oh my god, what a game. What? Final Fantasy number 7. Final Fantasy VII. Wow. And you know what? If Square Enix, you promised a remake at least 2 years ago now. It's 2018, mate. It's nearly 2019. I've still not got my remake. That's the first game that I can remember it's such a big game as well. It was 3 discs. This is back in the day when they couldn't fit everything on 1 disc because obviously the memory wasn't enough. So it was spread out over 3 discs. I actually cried playing that game when Aerith got stabbed in the back by Sephiroth. Also, what a villain. What a villain, Sephiroth. He actually scared me. I would literally be here all week if I could depict every part of the storyline and just explain it to you. I feel sorry for anyone who has never played it and doesn't know the storyline because it's just amazing. It's like a movie. I feel like Cloud Strife was my first crush. What a guy. What a lad with his sword as well. The music. The complete soundtrack is 4 hours and 34 minutes long. Jesus. Stop! Let's get Sephiroth. And we'll skip to the scary part. Hell. There's no need for that, ever. Also, one of the main things. I'll get the theme tune up for this. The chocobos. The gold chocobo is the oracle. So you have to make your way up and you have to compete in like obviously loads of races for chocobo to try and get the gold one. And I got it. It took me so long and I finally got the gold chocobo. Wow. Okay, I'm stopping now. I look like such a loser. I'm a geek. I'm actually a geek. So yeah. Final Fantasy VII is my favorite game of all time. That being said, let's talk about Tomb Raider. Tomb Raider, great game. I had Tomb Raider 2 and I completed it. I was very proud of myself. Iconic game. Very much so. Another one that I would like to introduce is Spyro. Spyro Year of the Dragon. Loved it. I remember that one level with these ninjas on it. Another great gaming series, Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3. It made me like punk rock. Yes, people. Crash Bandicoot. What a game as well. Crash Bandicoot. So many hours of enjoyment playing that game. But you know what annoyed me? The one thing was that little Ooga Buddha thing that was like, would follow him around, that mask that would give him life. Every 5 seconds doing that annoying sound effect.
What have I got?
Does my head in.
Welcome to Mario Kart.
Mario Kart. What? You can tell a lot by someone through the character they pick on Mario Kart. If you're not picking Toad, I don't trust you because everyone knows that Toad is the fastest one. If you're not picking him, I know that you don't game. Like I had a friend once and we asked her, who do you play on Mario Kart? Please tell me why her answer was Wario. Wario? Who on this planet Earth plays with Wario? He's probably my last choice. I feel like that is a quick sort of overview of my favourite games. People prejudge when I say I like video games or I like gaming. They think, oh, this girl. I hope this video has shown a little bit more about me and what games I love and my passion for games in general. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Tell your friends, tell everyone you know that I am here and I would love the support, and I'm just having a great time talking about gaming. It makes me smile, despite being called a witch. Until then, I will see you around. Bye bye.